Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Experiment. Porikha. Experiment is an important method of finding new knowledge in science. In this method, a scientist at first takes a problem, decision, hypothesis, অনুমান, hypothesis অর্থ অনুমান, in the light of known or exciting information in order to answer a certain question. Existing information. In the light of known or existing information in order to answer a certain question. Then he verifies the validity. যাচাই করে the validity of the hypothetical ধারণার hypothetical decision through experiments পরীক্ষার মাধ্যমে. If the hypothesis is not supported by the data, he may decide to take a new probable decision. সম্ভাব্য নতুন ডিসিশন নেয়. After that, he again verifies the new decision through further experiments. The main characteristics. বৈশিষ্ট্য. The main characteristic প্রধান বৈশিষ্ট্য of experimental method is in it only one variable is chance keeping. ভেরিয়েবল অর্থ পরিবর্তনশীল. experimental method is in it only one variable. পরিবর্তনশীল is changed keeping all the other static. Okay, the various steps of experimental method are described below. Experiment. The experiment on whether water is necessary. Experiment on whether water is necessary for a plant to survive. Things required for the experiment: 2 small pots, 2 flowers, plants, water, dry soil. Problem selection. In the first step of the experimental method, you have to select the problem. In this case, the problem is: why does the flower plant die after being planted? Know existing information. You try to gather relevant information from books or by asking questions to your teachers and parents on why plants die. You have come to know that plants may die in absence of water. Taking problem decision. Potential outcome. Potential outcome মানে সম্ভাব্য ফলাফল. Potential সম্ভাব্য outcome ফলাফল. Taking problem decision. Okay. Potential সম্ভাব্য outcome ফলাফল. Potential outcome. Okay. From the known information that you have explored so far. You have explored so far. You have explored অন্বেষণ করেছেন বা জেনেছেন. explored so far এ পর্যন্ত. You take a probable decision, hypothesis. Here the hypothesis is without water plants die. Planting the experiment. Now you draft a plant. Draft মানে খসড়া, a plant for conducting the experiment. Remember that in order to conduct your experiment you will need to separate pots for the two plants. You may differentiate you may differentiate the two pots in terms of only one condition, while rest of the conditions will be the same for both the pots. Otherwise, you will not be able to attest what you are looking for. Experiment. Take two similar small pots. It is better to take clay pots or small plastic pots. ক্লে পট মানে হচ্ছে কাদার বা মাটির পট, ক্লে পটস or small plastic pots, tubes, tops. Okay, make small holes beneath make small holes beneath মাটির নিচে গর্ত, holes beneath নিচে the pots and fill the fill them in with dry soil. Now plant two similar flower plants, one in each pot. Pour water to one pot and leave the other pot dry. Keep both the plants away from sunlight. Observe the plants on the next day. One of the plants is about to die, isn't it? The other plants looks lively and fresh. Data analysis and taking decision. Both the pots were filled in by the same kind of soil. Both the plants were kept in the same place. The only difference between the two was supply of water. One of the plants was watered, whereas মানে যেখানে the other one was not. What decision may we come to from this? We come to the decision that one of the plant is about to die due to want of water. Publication of result. You can publish your result of the experiment in the bulletin board of your school. Bulletin board of your school. These are the steps that an experimental method may involve. These are also the steps of scientific process.